Would you like to hear a story? I have one to read. This is a story that we usually read at school. This is a different version. This is a very old book, but it's a story that I love. And I sent you a figure, a round shape, the biggest gingerbread man cookie there is in your materials kit. And I thought I should read this story with you or to you. And maybe in Zoom we'll read it together too. And then you can bring your gingerbread shape and your items, and we can play a game and decorate them together. So I'd like to read the story first. The title of this book is The Gingerbread Man, told by Nancy Nolte and illustrated by Richard Scarry. He's a very famous illustrator. So if you know this story, see if it sounds like the one that you've heard before or if it's a different version, which means a little different. He looks like he's running away at the farm. Oh, she's going to be doing something. She's got some ingredients she's going to be baking. Well, this starts like many books, and here we go. Once upon a time, a little old man and a little old woman lived in a neat little house in the woods. I see some chickens. Do you see some chickens? I see, how many chickens do you see? I see one rooster. This is a rooster and 3 chickens. Oh, I didn't count the chicks. I love when you can count things in books. It's so much fun. Every day, the old woman baked the wonderful cookies and cakes and pies for the little old man. One day, she decided to bake something very special for him. So she made a beautiful gingerbread man. He had raisins for eyes and a currant for his nose and a pink sugary candy waistcoat. That's a jacket. A waistcoat. That's a new word. She popped him into the oven to bake. When he was done, the little old woman took him out of the oven and she laid him on the table to cool and went out to the yard to water the flowers. I bet his aroma was wonderful. When you bake in your family or cook, can you notice the aroma? That's the smell of the food cooking. I think his aroma might be sweet. As soon as she was out of sight, the gingerbread man sat up on the table. Seeing that no one was around, he climbed down and he ran out the door away down the path. Yikes! Wouldn't you be a little bit like worried if you saw your cookie running down the road? Look at her face. It's like, that's a surprise face. The little old woman saw him and she said, "Stop, stop." And she started to run after him. But the gingerbread man only laughed over his shoulder and he called to her, "Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." And with that, he ran even faster with the little old woman running behind him. Oh, and then he comes upon the farmer. He came to the field where the old man was busy planting cabbage. When he saw the gingerbread man running away and the little old woman trying to stop him, he cried out, "Stop, stop." Do you think he listened? The gingerbread man only laughed and called back, "Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I got away from the little woman and I can get away from you too. I can. And with that, he ran even faster with the little old woman and the little old man running behind him. Well, soon he came to a cow in the pasture chewing her cud. Cows chew their cud. When the cow saw the delicious gingerbread man running down the road, she thought of how good he would taste, and she cried, "Stop, moo, stop." Do you think the gingerbread man stopped? Nope, he just laughed and called back, "Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I ran away from an old woman, and I ran away from an old man, and I can run away from you too. I can. And with that, he ran even faster, with the old woman, the man, and the brown cow running after him. The gingerbread man was getting tired now, but he would not give up. Then he saw a big brown bear eating honey from a tree, and he knew that he would have to run even faster. When the bear smelled the aroma of the wonderful gingery smell that was the gingerbread man, he thought how good that gingerbread man would taste with this honey. And so the bear cried, "Stop, stop." But the gingerbread man drew a deep breath and laughed out loud. "Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I ran away from a woman. I ran away from a man. I ran away from a brown cow. And I can run away from you too. I can, I can." And he just kept running. Now on he ran with the little old woman, the little old man, the gentle brown cow, and the big bear running after him. Little old woman, little old man, brown cow, bear running after him. 4 things. Oh, look, there's a bunny nibbling on a carrot. Look closely at pictures in your book and you'll notice different things in your story. Well, at last the gingerbread man saw a river before him and he did not know if he could get across it. But a wily red fox was sitting near the river, and when he saw the gingerbread man, he decided that he would eat him because he smelled so delicious. There's the wily red fox. What else do you see? Here comes the bear. See a bird and a little frog. That's a silly thing. And a dragonfly. Lots of details to notice in books. As the gingerbread man ran up to the river's edge, the wily fox came out to meet him. "Jump on my tail and I will carry you across," he said. He smiled and looked friendly. So the gingerbread man said, "Well, you won't eat me, will you?" "Oh, no," declared the fox. "I don't even like gingerbread." Would you believe that fox? And his face looks like he might be up to something. So the gingerbread man decided to believe him, and so he jumped up on the fox's tail, and the fox waded into the river. Soon the water grew so deep that it started lapping at the toes of the gingerbread man. And he said, "Hey, fox, I'm getting wet out here on your tail." And the fox said, "Well, why don't you just jump up on my back?" The gingerbread man jumped on the fox's back, but again the water started lapping at his legs. And gingerbread cookies, when they get wet, what do you think they do? Do you think wet is good for gingerbread? Maybe we should do an experiment and investigate. I have an old friend that has gone to kindergarten that says, "Let's investigate." Maybe we'll have to investigate what happens when a gingerbread cookie gets wet. Well, the gingerbread man had jumped on his back and it got up to his feet and he got a little worried. He said, "Fox, I'm starting to get wet." And the fox said, "Just jump up onto my head," cried the fox. "We're almost to the bank." Well, the gingerbread man jumped onto the fox's head, but soon the water crept up closer and closer. And so the fox said, "Go ahead and jump onto my nose." Well, the gingerbread man jumped onto the fox's nose and snip, snap, the fox gobbled him up. And that is just what should happen to all gingerbread men because they are delicious. And that's the end. I'll see you in Zoom with your gingerbread man and we'll decorate him.